Hello, I'm Sean Olshfer, and for my cancer that I chose to talk about, I chose to talk about pancreatic cancer. I chose this topic for a couple reasons. First being, when I was back in high school during my senior year, one of my classmates, his dad died from this type of cancer, and I know Alex Trebek has it, and I'm a big fan of Grey's Anatomy, so I've seen it in the show, and I know it's one of the deadliest types of cancer. So I wanted to report on it, find out more about it, and why it's so deadly. So, to start off, it's obviously in the pancreas. The pancreas is right by the stomach and the small intestine in the human body. So it begins in the cells that line the ducts that carry the digestive enzymes out of the pancreas. This helps break down food in the stomach. The pancreas also helps with insulin in your body if you're not diabetic or you are diabetic. It's the insulin. So the first thing about pancreatic cancer that makes it so deadly is that there are no early symptoms to this type of cancer. This is because they don't show up until this type of cancer has already spread or metastasized to other organs inside the body. Now, there are symptoms, and as I said, they don't show up till later. So the symptoms include abdominal pain that you also get in your back, a loss of appetite, yellowing of skin in the eyes, which is jaundice, new diabetes, like getting diabetes when you don't already have it, or an already diabetic person that has diabetes that's a lot harder to control. Also, can include blood clots and fatigue. The other problem with this cancer is there's no exact cause, or there hasn't been a cause that's found yet for the reason that this happens. They think that some of the risk factors are gene mutations that are hereditary, and smoking and diabetes are also risk factors. And another one is this affects people more on the older side of life. A lot of them are diagnosed after the age of 65. Now, there are treatments available to it, but they're only so effective. So, there are a bunch of different types of treatments, and they are you can get surgery, like here. That's a minimally invasive surgery. So you can get surgery, chemotherapy, and radiation therapy, or a combination of all of them. Now, in 2020, the American Cancer Society predicted that there were going to be 57,600 people diagnosed with this type of cancer. And they also predict that 47,050 people are going to die to this type of cancer in 2020. Pancreatic cancer, or pancreatic adenocarcinoma, accounts for 3% of all the cancers in the world, and it accounts for 7% of all the cancer deaths. So think about that. It's 3% of all the cancers, and it over doubles to 7% of all the cancer deaths. Really, the one of the worst cancers to get. It's formed by the exocrine cells, which are in the lining of the ducts in the pancreas. They develop mutations telling them to grow uncontrollably, which forms a tumor. And because there's no symptoms in the early stages, when it's still just in the pancreas, a lot of people don't get diagnosed until it's a lot later. There's about a 20% success rate in the first year of survival and an 80% chance of dying. And 5 years down the line for this type of cancer, it's a 6% survival rate and a 94% death rate. So this cancer is just bad news. And I hope you were able to learn something, and hopefully they'll be able to come up with a new way to test for this cancer soon.